Hello everyone and welcome back to my opinion, and as you can tell there's a change in setting from my previous video, and that's because my brother and I have been in India for the last 2 weeks or so now, and we're only going back to the UK on the 31st of August, so we'll be here for a long time. This is the longest stretch I've kind of visited this country for because we usually come here for about 6 weeks during the summer holidays when we were in school. But since we're in university, we have a 2 month long break, and I haven't been here in 3 years because of COVID. So I'm very happy to be back. And for the first time, we've already started indulging in something which we hadn't done before in the previous visits, and that was actually going to kind of cricket training or cricket practice in India. And from Monday to Friday, from 4:30 p.m. to 6 p.m., we actually go to a university campus to train, and there are three things that kind of go on there during training. It could be nets, it could be fielding practice, or it could also be kind of practice games, 10 over games where we play with an incredible, so not on the actual pitch, but kind of on the grass somewhere. And we have kind of a few added rules for that as well. For example, if you get out, then it's -5 runs, which means even if, in fact, my team actually lost a game when we had to chase 22 runs, 23 runs, it was actually yesterday, because we kept on getting out, and in the end, the total just kept on, rather, we were actually once on, I think, 10 or 12 runs, and then we just lost a flurry of wickets, and at one stage it was even in the negative. So it's kind of those kind of rules were added into that game. It was a lot of fun, all three things to do. And yeah, very happy that I finally got the chance to train in India. And this is in Chennai. We'll be in Chennai for the first month, and that's the time that we'll be going to this cricket training for. And something else which I didn't think we'd get to do, or certainly my brother, he's the one who played today. I didn't think either of us would get to play matches here, simply because from the outside it seemed like we were just going to train, and he actually had to buy whites yesterday night to prepare to play today. And so for the first time, I was going to get the opportunity to watch a club game in India. I've watched a few games in the Chepauk Stadium 3 years back, and a few years back before then as well, kind of the TMPO games, but I've not actually watched a club game in India, so this is going to be my first opportunity to do so. And my brother was playing in that as well, so an extra incentive to go and see the game. In terms of the actual campus, you'll see a snippet of it, kind of or at least the cricket pitch that we were playing on, plus a little bit of the view of kind of what was around it as well, but not the complete thing, of course. I may include that in future videos. And we played on, there are two pitches on the campus. There's an A ground and a B ground, and we played on the B ground, but we train actually on the A ground. And my brother's team won the toss. I think they won the toss. My brother's team were bowling first, and it was a T20 game. And straight away when I went there, it's not as hot as the UK right now, because the Indian summer is kind of April, May time. We go on the slightly off-peak time. So I'd rather be here than in the UK. But asking my brother, the one thing that you get more of here is the humidity, even now. And he said after the game, he said he could still play another match, but he kind of felt like his body was burning after all, because he wasn't really used to the sweat, the extra level of humidity that you get here compared to the UK. And yeah, you'll see some bowling snippets as well from him. And yeah, I mean, it was a very nice experience to watch the game. In terms of how the game went, our team bowled first, and after the first over, it was a bit tough to contain the opposition. In fact, both sides found it tough to contain the opposition. From our side, only two bowlers kind of got off the hook. That was one of the two opening bowlers, and then my brother bowled 4 overs for kind of very little runs. Apart from that, though, everyone else got hit around, and I was actually surprised that the target was only 190 runs, because at one point there was a consecutive flurry of boundaries, and I thought that the score would have crossed 200. So that was on that. In terms of the viewing experience, it was a bit humid at the ground, but again, I'd rather have been watching than kind of feeling the humidity when playing. So I guess I couldn't really complain too much. And we actually won by 10 wickets in the end. And one of the openers scored, I think, 108 not out, and the other player scored 70 odd. And we won the game. I didn't think we could, well, I thought we could still win the game. I thought just like the opportunities they had, we could also maybe score a few runs with the opportunity that we had. And in the end, it was actually a bit of a cakewalk for our team in the end. So I'm very happy that we won the game, very happy that my brother bowled well and had a good day. And yeah, it was a very nice day to go and kind of watch the game. And as for the first time, it was a very good thing. So at the end of this, well, after this section, actually, you will see a few snippets of how the game was in video, and yeah, that's on this video. And in the future, I'll be posting some cricket videos based on international cricket and other things, of course. Yeah, stay tuned for that. If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe. Please share it with your friends, and remember, this is my opinion. What's yours? So my brother's team is bowling first, and he was actually standing at a third man until this point in time, but luckily for him he's been moved to kind of a wider mid-off, you could say. And yeah, now the bowler's bowling. Yes, that's a wicket. That's very good. This guy's been bowling well actually from the start, so yeah, that's a wicket for our team. And yeah, let's see, or rather let's hope we can continue this momentum. We've got 2 wickets now. The first one fell, I think, in the second over, and now this one here. So yeah, let's hope things can continue in this way. So yeah, I arrived here a couple of weeks ago, and the thing is, as I said already, I haven't really played cricket in India before, and since we would be having the opportunity to do that, I felt, quite happy, and I was looking forward to it. I kind of go to the net sessions here. I didn't think we'd get an opportunity to play matches, but especially since my brother and I have, of course, we've travelled here from abroad, but my brother's been selected for the side, and I'm very happy for him. So yeah, this is my first time kind of viewing a club game in India, and that's while being there in person. And yeah, it's a different experience. In here, what I can see is that the actual wicket is covered by a mat, which is something you wouldn't see in the UK. And I was actually surprised there was this much grass on the outfield, because when I watched cricket in Mumbai on TV and they showed the maidans, then a lot of the time it would just be clay all around. And in this guy, I think that's why they have covered the wicket, but I've been surprised that there's been kind of a lot more grass on the outfield. There's a second pitch actually over there, and games kind of take place back to back. So the 2 games that are going on, the one you saw there with Colour Clothing, and this one, there were 2 games that I just finished now. And straight away, pretty much after taking a picture of kind of the members of the winning team, they started this one. So yeah, I'm enjoying the experience so far. My brother just got hit for a 4. I hope he doesn't get hit for again.